Last time on Astronautica.
Our heroes, having defeated the terrifying murder kitchen robot Kuchisabishi, returned to new R&D and began to set forward a plan to get Atherton back into his own body. Oka bravely went inside, only to be faced with Atherton himself. But will she be able to outsmart Atherton and survive? Or will this be the end for one of our three heroes? Stick around, because you're about to find out right here and now on Astronautica.
Off in the distance, the corn begins to rustle, and something big starts to move toward you. What would you like to do?
All right, I would like to manifest the virtual that bike.
You do so. You manifest that bike. That's part of the virus. There's no roll needed for that.
Cool.
You got yourself a little Tron speeder bike.
Cool, and I'm gonna go in the opposite direction of that thing. Well, you know what? No. I'm gonna head right towards it, try to run it over.
Okay.
Bold.
Roll me a data spider check.
That was nothing. All right, come on, man. I'm gonna roll again. I gotta do the darkness. That's just 1-6. All right, so we're not...
1-6. I'm going to spend that point of darkness you gave me to boost my numbers. You drive towards this thing, and as you approach, whipping through this digital synthesized corn, you suddenly emerge into an open white space. And standing in front of you is Atherton, with dark shadows radiating off of him. You drive towards him, and he holds up a hand, and suddenly thorny digital vines sprout from the ground and wrap themselves around the bike and you. And you are stopped in place. And he looks at you with this sort of detached, curious look. And he says,
"Approaching head-on. A bold move, I will admit. But I think you might find yourself a little outclassed."
And he begins to morph and shift. His arms extend and thicken. His flat, sort of digital face opens up into a gaping maw, and vines begin to sprout out of him, forming and twisting, until the beast that stands in front of you is hardly recognizable as Atherton. And the voice echoes around the space again and says,
"So, what exactly are you trying to do?"
Okay. That's the case, and if I can use my brain power, brain will dismantle the bike. So the pieces are hovering above me, and then I decide to make a fucking armored suit out of said Tron bike to like.
Hell fucking yeah.
Mindscapes.
Fuck yeah.
That is because that is part of the bike, you can do that.
Fuck yeah.
This is your code. You know how to manipulate it.
Cool.
You dismantle the bike, and the vines that were tethering you down fade away. And the bike reassembles itself around you into a suit of armor.
Hell yeah. I want to look like the superior Iron Man armor.
Word.
Alright, great. And then
And it's like blue and pink
Yeah.
because it's still Tronny.
Yes,
you know?
awesome.
So it's like shining. Yeah.
fucking awesome. Alright, so
Can we just point of order, like, have, like, a
Yes.
Digimon the movie fucking, like, view screen of what's going on in this Digispace?
shit. Dope.
I'm gonna roll on the Be Nice dice for this. Oh, man.
Like, we're sitting there watching Agumon go toe-to-toe with the fucking... I don't
Oh
know
my
what the hell
God.
it is. It's like some sort of email monster.
Go back to the beginning. It's a fucking deep cut Digimon movie reference
Yo.
right there.
I need to
Yo,
rewatch
gang,
that entire show.
So good.
The only thing
fuck,
I
man.
really truly remember from it, besides the monster being some sort of email internet monster, is it's been 1 week. That's like all that I remember is that it opens with Ty going to apologize to Sora or some shit.
It does. Oh my god. Shit.
Your boy used to have no friends.
Welcome to the world of actual play podcasting. I will say, oh man. Kyler, if you would like to roll a technology check to get something like that working.
Okay. It'd be
There's not one currently, but if you could quickly assemble one.
Tech. Okay. Herb. I'll try to push it.
Okay, push away.
Fuck! That's no success.
No success.
I really just wanted to comment on how cool the fucking color scheme was, because blue-pink is like Kyler's aesthetic.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, it's rad as fuck. You do not have a view in. So, Oka, you establish your suit of armor, and Atherton chuckles and says,
Still, you're still trying to fight. What's the point?
Alright, and then from there I will go ahead and manifest a my katana, but it's a little bit more badass. Let's call this thing okay, Jesus, okay, how can I do this? In my readings, I when I was younger, I would read ancient text of manga, and and I found them fascinating. So I remember one in particular by the name of Bleach, maybe. And then I just draw this song by Pakto out of my fucking.
you reach out and pixels flow together to form this giant ass katana that is shining white, and its blade sparkles and crackles with blue and pink energy. And Atherton looks at it and says,
You really aren't one for conversation, are you?
Oh, okay, I'll use this one. And fire starts to emanate from the sword and around me.
sure. Atherton, in his, like, bloodborne digital monster form, sort of gives you a yes hand gesture, and he says,
Yes, I understand. You're very big and very scary. I am in control of this entire ship. What do you think is going to happen?
All right. I go ahead and set the entire place aflame. I set my
All right.
stance. Okay, cool. No, go ahead.
No, I was just gonna say, if you're gonna like try and set stuff aflame, are you setting yourself aflame or like your surrounding environment? Roll for a data spider.
That is, oh my god, that is 3 6s. Fuck, finally.
Hell yeah. All right. You do so. You feel your confidence spreading out, and the code slips around, and the corn is set ablaze. And Atherton looks around and sighs and says,
Fine, be that way.
He snaps his fingers, and the corn vanishes, and you find yourself in a white room, and Atherton is nowhere to be seen. Make an observation check, please.
That is 1 6. I think
1 6.
I think I'll keep it there.
Okay. You keeping it at 1?
Yes, I'll keep it at 1.
You look around, and you see nothing. And then, all of a sudden, a giant hand comes slamming down on top of you. I would like you to roll a mobility check, please.
Got it.
Spending another point of darkness.
All right, I'm gonna push for darkness here. That was 0.
Taking that darkness back.
That would be 1 6.
1 6. All right. You managed to get partially out of the way, but not entirely. This hand smashes down onto you, dealing 1 point of stress. However, you are not floored, and you are still in control of what you would like to do.
Cool.
You look up, and you see overhead this massive form spanning the sky. And Atherton brings his body made of twisted, dark vine. It's like they're vines, but they're also sort of like mechanical tubes, like wires and the woven metal, but everything's black. He brings it close, and the neck extends, and his face appears with 2 eyes looking at you. And he says,
You know, if you give up now, I might just let you live.
Alright, I say nothing, and then with my katana. Actually, you know what? I'll detach the armor that I have around me, and then with that, I'll create a large statuesque avatar that is supposed to which will mimic my movements as I thrust the sword around.
Word.
Yeah, it's gonna be, the avatar is gonna have samurai armor and stuff too, the one that I usually wear.
you allow the armor to dissipate, and it quickly rises up into large samurai, like Goliath samurai armor, holding a massive sword. And roll for Data Spider as you attack.
All right, that's 1 6. I'm gonna go ahead and use my last light point.
All right, you're critting.
Mm-hmm.
Hell
Oh,
yeah. You swing the sword, causing him to duck low, which is exactly what you wanted. As his face nears, you quickly flip the blade in the avatar's hand, and bring it back in a plunging stab directly toward Atherton's face. And you get him. He lets out a startled cry as the sword plunges into him. And then he quickly vanishes again. So you critted on your Data Spider roll to make the virus.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm going to roll. All right. I have a number of turns. I won't tell you how many.
Mm-hmm.
The virus has been implanted. It'll take a little bit of time to get in there.
Mm-hmm.
Stay alive.
Okay.
So it was
Darkness descends around you, and you find yourself in an endless mirrored moonlit lake. And Atherton's voice comes out and says,
You know,
and you can start to hear as he's talking a little bit of a glitch, as if his system is slowly being overrun. And he says,
it didn't have to be like this. You brought this on yourself. I want you to know that. They all did.
and suddenly tentacles emerge from the water. I'm gonna have you make a Data Spider roll, please.
Gotta use my darkness.
Do it
That
to
was
it.
0. That is 1-6. That is 1-6.
1-6. All right. He gets the drop on you again. The tentacles whip out and slam into your body. And you take another point of stress. You are down to 1 point of stress, if I remember correctly.
I am.
Okay. You're feeling it. You can feel the sweat on the back of your neck. Your brain is fried. Your hands are shaking.
Cool. I try to calm myself, even though I know probably not to no avail because I have 1 stress point, but I'll at least pretend. Just think of my father's coldness and apathy. Try to embody that here, and then I will blindfold myself. I will then sit down, crisscross, blindfolded, and try to sense my surroundings a bit.
All right. You do so. You can't see anything, but you can feel it. Atherton is the environment. He's all around you. He always has been. And suddenly, you feel something approaching from behind you. A blade. Roll me a Data Spider check with a +2, please.
That is 2 6s.
All right.
That +2 helped a lot.
Spending another point of darkness. Nothing. You dodge out of the way as a spear point the size of a tree smashes past you and then instantly dissipates. And you hear Atherton sigh, and he says,
I have to admire your tenacity. I'll give you credit for that. I appreciate that. I respect it. But
and you can hear confusion start to creep up over him. And he says,
smart. I wasn't expecting that. I want you to know something. I've already won. All of this, it's just killing time. So, what do you say? We call it quits. You and your friends walk away. You and your friends walk away, and I won't harm you. What do you say to that?
Okay.
You say okay.
Yeah, I say okay. Bye. What's the need to even fight it? You're digging. I don't say this, but in my brain, it's like, okay, sure.
Yeah.
Right. Why don't we shake on it?
I just smile, and can I take off the attachments on my head? Or will I like die or something? I don't know how deep I am.
No, you won't die, but you've implanted a virus, but you haven't switched over
We haven't brought it to the ship yet.
you haven't done the switcheroo yet.
Oh, okay. So
you-
I still have to buy time. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. I'll say okay. He says let's shake on it. And I don't say anything.
So you don't say anything to the let's shake on it?
Nope.
All right. He sighs and says,
All right then. Be that way.
I'm going to have you roll a data spider check, please.
Is this still with +2 or just Regular.
Yeah, I'll still give you the +2.
Okay.
You're still blindfolded.
that is that? Yeah. I kid you not. That is 3 6s.
3 6s.
Yep.
You feel something moving underneath you. Quick as a flash, you roll out of the way. The blindfold gets caught and torn off, and you see a giant Venus flytrap slamming shut under where you were, and then dissipating. And Atherton sighs again and says,
You are incredibly annoying. Do you know that? I'm giving you a chance to walk away alive. And you're instead not engaging, not talking. It's like you want to die. Is that it? Do you want to die?
I just don't give a fuck.
Oh. That one I wasn't expecting.
At this moment, out of the darkness roars a Tron bike and smashes into a form that you see in the darkness and pierces into it. And there's an anguished cry from Atherton that becomes garbled and sort of like bit crushed. And suddenly, you're in a white space. Lying on the ground in front of you is Atherton. Next to you is a small black box. You are in control of the space. What would you like to do?
Cool. I'll go up to them and I'll just look down at them. Then I'll look at them and I'll crack a smile, like a really kind of like villainous smile almost.
Yeah?
Yeah. Okay, and I have to swap brains. Okay, I guess I can make that physical manifestation myself. Yeah, I like Jesus.
Yeah, just this is pure imagery. However you want to swap these brains, do it to it.
All right, I'll make an incision right on the hairline of what it. I'll peel the scalp back.
Oh.
Jesus, you do so.
And I'll reach in there and grab yank the brain out.
Going for a very literal.
Mhm.
You make the incision with your finger. You just like touch his forehead. His like shiny plastic black forehead. And you just like carve a line of pink and blue light. And then you lift it back. And inside you see a brain. But not a brain in the way you think of it. It's more like a seed.
Are they writhing in pain or is it just kind of
Oh, yeah, this is very, very painful.
cool? And I'll be shh, 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 shh. And then I'll whisper in their ear as they feel this pain. I say, I told myself if I ever find out who killed Sasha, that it would completely destroy them without mercy. So, you brought this on yourself. It didn't have to be this way. And I take out the seed
right before you take out the seed, he looks up at you, and his digital display is flickering and glitching, and he says,
You'll get what's coming to you.
and then you tear the seed out. So you have the seed in your hand. There's a black box.
Yeah. Yeah, I have to make the swap, right?
You have to make the swap.
All right, I'll start to initiate that process.
You do so. As you do, the lights begin to flicker on board the ship out in the real world. The lights begin to flicker and dim. Josie opens the door at this moment and says, Hey, there's some weird shit going on out there. Do y'all know what the fuck is happening?
What? Explain.
I barely managed to make it past just like a lot of spider bots. Like a lot of spider bots.
Whoa.
Like they're everywhere.
What are they doing?
It kind of looks like they're looking for something.
Huh. Interesting. Hey, Oka, how's it going over there?
I'm just swapping some brains.
Okay. So, ship's haunted. Did we tell you this? I don't remember.
Yeah, no, we already talked, I'm
Yeah.
pretty sure, about this.
Yeah, so we're trying to fix that. Ship might not be too happy about it. That's my guess.
Oh,
Yeah.
cool. Should I tell anyone anything?
I don't know. I'm just gonna hand her a block of C4 and just be ready.
Okay. Should we
Face of chaos.
should we try and get out or what?
No, I think we're fixing it. I think we're fixing it.
I would.
Okay.
Do you have? Do we have? I guess point of order, real quick. We have a way to contact Crocker, right? He was like, only use this once. Rah, 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 rah.
Oh yeah, we do. It's somewhere.
Right?
Yeah, one of you has it.
I'll bet we don't remember who.
I'm honestly kind of surprised that you remember you had that at all.
Oh yeah, I've been keeping
'Cause
track.
that was
I
so-
have 31 pages of notes, Matt.
Jesus Christ.
I've been keeping track. I just didn't keep.
I used to be good at taking notes, and then I didn't.
Then you took an arrow to the knee.
Yeah, just like that.
I'm gonna buzz Crocker if that's allowed.
All right, so the way this is going to work is you're going to send a message out. It's not an immediate thing. These are basically, the way these work is it's like telegrams or telegraphs. So, except they're holograms. So you're going to record a message of yourself and send it.
Okay. Yeah, I take out the little telegraph interface and I say, hey, it's been going great. We found the murderer. It's Atherton, the AI. He uploaded himself to the data list station. Oka's in there right now doing some sort of brain switcheroo. Everything seems to be a little harried, though. There's a lot of spider bots doing a lot of searching. I don't know if Atherton's in the whole ship, so we might lose it all. Maybe some form of evacuation for folks until we know for sure. That'd be great. Do expect a lot of money for this. Thank you. Bye.
You send that out.
We'll get a response in 2 to 10 business days.
In 2 to 10 business
right.
days, yeah.
Wow. Perfect.
We've been on the
You
ship for
said-
2 days. We'll get one in a response in 2 weeks. No big deal.
Yeah. You send that out, and Josie says, okay, so you just said don't evacuate. He just said maybe evacuate. What should I be doing right now?
I don't know. We just fought a killer robot again. There's 4 of them in 2 days.
It's been a lot.
I just wanna sleep, man.
Josie, does
All
this
right,
thing have lifeboats? Is that a thing?
escape pods? Not in the old section.
We'll get everyone off the old section. It's way overdue for decommissioning, so I bet once the proper AI takes over, it's just gonna start eating it up. Up.
You sweet angel. Josie nods and runs off. Oka,
That's me.
it's, you finish the swap. As you finish, the black box expands outwards in all directions until you find yourself in a schematic, standing in the exact location that you are standing in new R&D. And it says, install completed. Rebooting. And everything goes out. Kyler, Hazel, Atherton's face pings to life.
Uh-oh.
It has no arms.
And
I look at it.
he starts to stand up.
I push him back down.
You do so. You do so. He looks around and goes,
Ah. Damn.
then he looks up at you and he says,
Your friend is a bit of a psychopath. You know that, right?
That's why I love her. And then I try to break off one of his knees.
all right, make a force check.
Force
Birds
check.
of a feather, you know?
Yeah, make a force check.
Birds of a fucking feather. Sorry.
Also feels like kind of a takes one to know one
Yeah.
situation
Oh,
from this
so much
fucking
death.
AI.
Yep. Seriously. Yeah, cat calling the kettle.
Fuck it. I'll burn. No, I'll burn a light point. Yeah, I'll burn a light point.
Do it.
No, Everton has killed
All
several
right.
people, and he's calling me. That means I'm really fucked up. Like, Jesus.
That was no successes, but I will burn a light point.
Oh, which makes it a partial success. You grab a piece of pipe and you smash his knee. And his face glitches. And he says,
Right. You've won. You did it. Congratulations. I won't cause you any more trouble. You don't have to torture me. You know that,
I wasn't
right?
trying to.
You've already taken
I
off
wasn't
my
trying to
arms.
torture you. I was trying to take off your legs, because, to be quite frank, I don't want you walking anywhere either. So just stay still, and I won't do it again. And then I try to dismantle the legs.
all right. Sure. Roll a technology check.
Okay. I will burn my last light point because I only got a partial success, so I'll make it I'll burn that last light point. Yeah.
Critical. All right. You are effortlessly able, you basically you grab a pair of shears and cut a cable to the leg. It can cause as much or as little pain as you would like it
I'm
to.
not trying to torment the thing. I'm just sort of making them into a little tiny computer baby. Who's a little baby?
Okay, so you painlessly cut the leg, and he goes,
Well, so be it then. Look, I surrender. I give up. I have no arms. I have no legs. You've won.
Great. You want to tell us what you were doing?
Fine. I didn't want any of them to die. It was a necessity. I had a job. It had to be done.
What was your job?
Atherton looks up at you and says,
I was hired to come in and see what I could find. We knew that there was a researcher on board who had done some work some time ago. Crocker doesn't care about things like that. Crocker just cares about a job done quickly. We have, shall we say, a slightly more nuanced approach.
Who's we?
My client.
Okay, yeah. And what's their name?
I can't tell you.
Atherton.
I'm being serious. I can't tell you.
Uh-huh.
Look,
Handler was a scrapper. He was stealing from the company. I don't know why, probably trying to make some money. He realized what I was up to, so he had to go. And then came Salome. I had been sloppy. Thought I had dealt with him, hidden all the pieces, but she believed I was somehow up to things. I had to deal with her. And then there was the matter of Ichigo, who was useful for a while, until he wasn't. I didn't want to kill any of them. I want you to know that. It was a necessity.
Why upload yourself to an entire space station and then try to murder, so many people?
Well, when Oliver Woods came by and told me that he'd figured it out, I realized that if he could figure it out, others would too. So I had to fake my own death. I had the idea of making it look like I was one of them, that I had walked into space. It was unfortunate that my body had gotten stuck. The sensors of the ship are so old, so frail. I didn't even know it was there until it was too late. When you showed up, you announced to everyone why you were here. Oversight. To figure out the problems. I knew you had to go. But it turns out that perhaps I was no match for you. Not in this regard, anyway. Besides, do you have any idea how exhausting it is trying to run an entire ship by yourself? Just one person. Never mind the fact that the dismantling schedule was such that I had to keep shifting the protocol. Had to change its location. If they dismantled the old R&D, I would have failed. So, I want to thank you. You did all the work for me. Found the pieces, got them together. You did an outstanding job.
I'm curious, Atherton. This client of yours, you can't talk about them, you say. How were you in contact?
I haven't spoken with my client for a while.
I bring up Atherton's CV.
you do so. There's a lot of various jobs.
Worked for a news outlet, worked in finance, there's some marketing here. All very interesting. Does anything stand out?
No.
Tell me about your time working for the news outlet, Atherton. What did you do for them?
Ironically enough, mostly I did video editing.
And how about the marketing? What did you do for them? Corporate sanctioned murder?
Filing. This and that. No, certainly not. As I said, those people didn't have to die. They brought it on themselves. Sasha, too. If he had kept to himself, everything would have been fine. But that's the thing about you humans. You just don't know when to leave well enough alone. You dig and you dig. I'm reminded of an old proverb about curiosity and cats.
Which is often misquoted, actually.
Is it?
Yes, it's actually about how curiosity can be harmful, but over anxiety can be worse.
Well, tell that to Sasha. Now, my job is done. I've done everything that I came to do.
Were you getting paid for this? Why work for someone who wanted you to commit murder? Seems rather messy.
They didn't want me to commit murder. I don't know how many times I have to explain this to you. The murders were a necessary evil. The research is what mattered. I wasn't about to let anything stand in my way.
So you were essentially a corporate spy, then?
You could say. It got a little messier than I hoped.
He looks down at his cut-off arms and busted legs.
I guess I'm just confused on why you had to kill Handler. You said that he was a scrapper, stealing money, and so he, had to go.
He was stealing parts. They came across the wormhole. They were going to take it, and they were going to sell it, and they were not about to sell it to the right people. They didn't even know what they had. He had to go. He was crude. Although a little more resourceful than I think I gave him credit for. Commissioning the cooking robot essentially put him out of a job, meaning that he had all the time in the world to do what he needed to do.
Okay, don't mind me. And I just, walk around to the backside of Atherton and, try to open up the back of his head. I want to, get in there and see if I can't find
All right.
communications between him and this contact or whatever.
Sure. You open him up. Make a data spider roll for me, please.
Okay. Tight. I have 2 successes, and I think I'm gonna push.
Push it.
That's more like it, baby. That is 3 successes all day.
All right. You hack into Atherton, who goes,
I would appreciate it if you wouldn't
You
do
murdered
that.
someone, sorry. Several someones.
You begin digging around, and you find, sure enough, that there was a communication that was sent out on a secure line shortly after Dalian got the wormhole up and running. You're able to open it, and you see the footage from the camera of Dalian starting it up, and then a scanned schematic of the wormhole, and then a scanned schematic of the other wormhole in the garbage pit. And there's an address linked to it, a secure line. There's a string of numbers attached. 173-422- and then a series of Greek symbols.
173-442.
422. 173-422- Rho C Delta Omicron Omega.
Okay. Hey, y'all, come look at this. There's a bunch of numbers and then letters that mean nothing.
Oh, yeah, I guess I unhook from the thing now.
Yeah, Oka, after taking a little bit of a rest, unhooks. You all come over, and you all see this set of numbers and symbols.
Oh, shit. That's a bunch of numbers and symbols.
Right? It's just a bunch of gobbledygook. Atherton, what is all this?
Atherton says,
I'm not going to tell you.
Buddy. You're literally just a torso with a computer in it now. I think it's probably in your best interest if you help us out a little bit.
If you knew who my client was, you might disagree on that.
You're an AI, right, Atherton?
Yes, I am.
Meaning you can be reprogrammed, correct?
That would be a highly unethical thing to do.
Have you met me?
Yes, I have.
Also says the murderer, ugh, you know?
So what's it gonna be? Because we can get it out one way or another, so.
Fine. So be it. My client's name is...
as he starts to speak, Kyler,
No.
you see an error code
No.
flash up on the screen, and you smell ozone.
We need to jump. I jump away.
And and he fucking blows up. I need you all to make mobility checks for me, please.
How do I have no points in mobility?
That is really weird, because you're like the stealthy, sneaky, mobile one.
I'm gonna have to push.
They're all in infiltration and observation.
All right, you're pushing. I heard that.
1-6 for me. Out of 2.
Okay.
Oof, I am also gonna
Suppose
push.
I'll try to push.
Oh, there's no
Everybody
successes
in
from me.
All right.
Push.
3 successes from me, baby. 2 of them came on that last push there. I got 1 up front, and then I got 2 at the end.
Nice. All right. So, you got 3 successes. Kyler, Hazel, you got no successes. Okay, what did you get?
1.
All right, so we run the gamut. Kyler, you're able to dodge out of the way as Atherton fucking explodes. And you manage to avoid all damage. Oka, you are less lucky. You take 2 points of damage as the shrapnel stabs into you. And Hazel, you take 4 points of damage.
I'm so glad that we healed
and-
from those spider bots.
You are slammed against the wall, and Atherton's smoking husk collapses to the ground.
I was not expecting that.
The best part was that Ian gathered everyone around.
Yep.
At this moment, the lights come back up. They've been sort of dim, and they come back up. You hear the sort of outdated, like, bung of a ship's AI as it starts up. And you hear a voice throughout the ship's speakers go, Station Daedalus back online, beginning with deconstruction. Kyler, you fucking called it, by the way. You start to hear the sound of a great number of spider bots scuttling in your general direction.
I mean, we're in new R&D, I thought.
Yeah, you are.
Is that on the old station?
Yeah, you've always been on the old station.
Yeah, all of the like back of house stuff was in the old station, right?
All of this is old station.
Yeah.
The new station begins at Galliar's bar.
Yeah.
God.
All of this is due for dismantling.
Josie, where's Nakiri?
You ping, you don't get a response back. You get static.
Fuck. Josie, did you see her on the security tapes before you came over here at all?
Static. No response.
Well, isn't Josie in the room
we
with
sent
us?
her to begin evacuation.
No, she left.
Oh, that's right. Shit. I forgot about that.
Oh boy, we look like we're in a jam.
Can I
Looks like we're.
try to do some data spider stuff at an R&D terminal to bring up camera feeds?
Sure, roll for
Okay.
Data Spider.
That is 2 successes.
2 successes. You are able to pull up a quick set of feeds. You see the far back of the ship, the airlock area. You see the door close, and then just this wave of spider bots comes crashing down and begins devouring everything in its path, like just a tidal wave of destruction. You click through, you see almost no one except for the captain in his quarters. Everyone else is not in camera view or has been evacuated.
Okay. Can I use my cosmic trees?
Yes, you can. What would you like to do?
Crocker Industries had been working on this new sort of personal mobility vehicle. Maybe, possibly. You know, it was the next hot thing that they were going to sell to children and whatnot once they figured out how to build it properly for like a militarized or more industrial capacity. And so there's just like the beta version of a hover bike in the corner of R&D somewhere.
All right.
Materializes
allow
Code
it.
Lyoko style.
Yeah, I'll allow it. That's part of the thing.
Dope.
However, as per my Be Nice dice, which is a natural 1, you are not going to look cool riding it.
That's all good. It's like a total crotch rocket, like those like mini little.
It's a oh no. It's more like a Segway.
Oh, fuck yeah!
Oh,
Okay,
even
great.
better.
I'm just gonna joke my way to the captain. Is that what you're saying? Like,
Yes, exactly.
okay. Quick update. Looks like we're all sort of good vis-a-vis all of our dear friends and whatnot making it out. Everyone, do you think you can make it to Galliars okay? Or Coombs?
Sure, yeah.
Dalian looks around and goes, why?
Because I have a sad old man to save, and I step on a Segway.
You do so. It rees to life and makes like an even sadder sound than the golf cart did. Like the golf cart went ree. This one goes ree. Just the faster you go, the sadder it sounds. Dalian says, "Okay, yes, but why do we need to leave this particular part?
We're on the old station. Yes, and it's all getting. This will be eaten. You're way past due for taking this thing apart.
Oh.
Yes. Oh, you remember the thing I shouted at Josie when she came in here?
Right. Yes. Fuck. Dalian. Dalian starts gathering things frantically, like everything he can. He's grabbing like pieces of his like his arms, that like little bits that look like they could be used. He's grabbing up the wormhole, and he says, "A little help might be useful here. If anyone would like to assist me in carrying any of this stuff out."
I have to go find Nikiri.
Okay. He just keeps gathering, takes everything he can, and says, "I miss my other arms," and then heads out.
Point of order, was she on the feed anywhere? Like, we had seen pretty much everyone but the captain was evacuated. Or did we not see her?
Well, that you know. You did not see her. But you also don't have a feed in Galliars.
All right, but can I fit a second person on my cyber Segway?
Yes. It'll go slower and look even worse.
All right, come on. I'll drop you off at the kitchen. Come on, we gotta move.
Let's move. Let's move.
Okay. Is there anything you'd like to do?
No, there's nothing I like to do.
Oh, Okay. So you're just gonna. All right. So Oka is just gonna book it.
Yep.
Are you going? Are you going with? Where are you going?
With in Kyler's direction.
Okay. So you're gonna follow them on foot.
Yep.
Cool. All right. Kyler, Hazel, Oka. You head out. Nimble actually follows behind you, carrying the weird gun-like thing she had encountered in the trash pit. As you enter into the hallway, you hear the sound of, like, grinding gears and just a wave of scuttling feet heading in your direction. You head to the kitchen first?
Yes.
Kyler's driving, but that'll be my hope.
Yes. You head to the kitchen first. You hop on the scooter and it sadly mopes into life and sort of just makes its way down the hallways. You can hear the sound of scuttling feet as it goes. You reach the kitchen. With two people, it wasn't really faster than just like running, but you're all there together. Hazel, Oka, you are at the you're at the kitchens. Kyler, you want to depart and go to the captain's
I'm trying
quarters?
to get everybody off this ship.
Okay. We'll start with Hazel, Oka.
Yeah.
You pop into the kitchen to see around the corner outside of the view of the camera, Dan and Nakiri sitting and chatting.
At the table in the kitchen.
Yeah, like the far back prep area.
Hey guys, we gotta go up front. Let's get some food from the food court for
Yeah,
once.
get the fuck out of here.
Go.
Sorry, what?
Everything's gonna get eaten. Let's go. Spider bats, Munchie,
At the
munch
food
shit.
court? Everything's gonna get eaten at the food court?
No. The spider bots, they're gonna decommission the ship. Let's go.
Oh, shit.
Yeah, we're in danger.
Fuck. Hang on. Dan rummages around, pulls out a set of knives, and like grabs one pan, and is like, "All right, come on, let's go," and begins running. The lot of you head down the hallway, and you round the corner to find a group of spider bots scuttling toward you. Two arms pop out from the hallway, from the hall walls, and I'm going to need you all to roll initiative, please.
No.
Minus Kyler, because Kyler's not there. Actually, Kyler, I'm going to have you roll initiative too, because we'll do your stuff
Sure enough.
mixed in.
Booyah, baby. God damn.
4.
We got 4.
Ooh, you both got 4.
Your boy got a 5.
Nice. Oh, shit. Alrighty. Oka and Hazel, can you just roll again to determine who goes first?
6.
Got a 4 again.
All right. So, ironically, Kyler is first. So, Kyler, you scoot speedily but mopily down the hallway, and you arrive at the captain's quarters. What would you like to do?
I barge in and I grab the old man.
You do so. The old man is sitting there watching a video of a younger version of himself dancing
you
with
try
the
to
woman
dance
you now
and you
know to
stumble.
be
I've
Amelia.
seen it all before. Come on, we gotta go. And I grab him by the scruff of his neck. It's very sad and pitiful. Come on.
I'm sorry. What the fuck is going on?
So old ship AI is back. Atherton was in your ship as the predominant AI and delayed decommissioning. Now decommissioning is happening rapidly, and we got to go. You're gonna be eaten, old man, but it's not that time yet. Come on, here we go. And I am hustling him onto the cyber Segway.
All right, you hustle him out. you begin to move. Hazel, it's your turn. There are 6 spider bots and 2 arms.
I was not expecting this. Are they all kind of clumped together?
They are all clumped together.
Yeah, can I just arm C4 to go off and just throw it?
I'm gonna roll on the Be Nice dice. We've never done like a same turn C4.
Yeah, like assuming your turn is 6 seconds, it's like arm it for 4 seconds.
Yep, gang. All right, so what's gonna happen is it's gonna go off at some point. I'm not gonna tell you when.
Okay,
but
we're gonna do it.
it's armed. All right, you
And I
grab some
throw it.
C4 and you throw it.
And I'm just like, wait for the bomb to go.
Down.
All right, all right, that's your turn, Oka. What do you do?
Wait for the bomb to go.
Do you wait for the bomb to go?
Oh, get out of harm's way as much as possible, I guess. Whatever that looks like.
All right. You
Sorry, I
duck
didn't
down.
Yawn. I apologize. That was incredibly rude. I am not tired.
Glad you're having fun.
Right now, I'm having the most fun. I'm just.
All right, you duck down out of harm's way. Nimble follows suit. The spiderlings actually turn their attention to the bomb, and one of them starts to bite into it, and then it blows up. So,
Love it. That's great.
how many things of C4 do you have left?
Oh, that's a good question. 2.
You have 2. You gave 1 to Josie.
1.
1 thing of C4 left. Cool.
I will have to find more.
All right. The C4 goes off, exploding all of the spider bots and doing some damage to the arms. Both of the arms took damage. However, neither of them were destroyed. All of the spider bots were fucking wiped out.
Yeah, okay.
It is now their turn. One of them is going to take a swing at you, Oka.
Great.
What
Not
is
bad.
your... No, that's right. This is not 5e. I was about to ask what your armor class is. That's not how that works. Roll for armor, please.
Oh, boy.
I do not have any
I'm gonna
armor
spend a ton
on.
of darkness. Oh, that's true. Well, you know what? It doesn't fucking matter because they... No, that's 1 success. Okay. So one of the arms swings down and slashes you across the arm, Oka. You take 1 point of damage. And the other one is going to go for you, Hazel.
No.
Roll for armor, please. I'm going to spend a point of darkness.
None. 0. Zilch.
None. All right, you take a point of damage.
Okay.
As it slashes you.
Ouch. Remember when those we got healed by those spider bots? I don't.
I gave those to you as a kindness, and you frittered it away.
I mean, I needed it then, and I would be down if I hadn't. So, you know.
You'd be dead now, so there you go. That's the end of that turn. Kyler, I assume you spend your time maneuvering toward the old
Yes,
ship? Okay, you do so. You maneuver your way toward the old ship. Hazel, it's your turn again. There's 2, not spider bots, there's 2 arms.
Can I just try to run past them to the other side, out of their reach on the other end?
Sure, they will get attacks on you.
I guess I'll run up and try to punch it then instead.
All right, roll for an attack, please.
Try to just punch its joint and make it. That is 2 successes.
2 successes. All right. How much does your punching do?
Can I just make it auto crit?
Oh, yeah, you can actually. That's right. You make it auto crit. And actually, with a crit, you have done enough damage. You just come up and you punch that arm and it just goes limp.
Yeah.
You break it. You have one action. You moved up. You attacked. Actually, no. That's your turn. Oka, it's your
Yes.
turn. What would you like to do?
All right, I'd like to put on some fucking armor.
You do so. You put on some armor. That's a quick action. You have 2 left.
All right. I like to use my talent, Iron Fist.
Oh shit.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Yeah,
You're just gonna punch. You're gonna punch the other one.
Yep. I'm gonna gear up and punch the shit out of the other one.
All right.
Just-
Roll for a close combat, please.
Nope, 2 successes.
2 successes. All right. Yeah. You do 2 points of damage.
Nice.
This thing is looking real rough. It's on its last legs.
Nice.
So you put on armor. Movement attack. That's your turn. It's Nimble's turn. Nimble scoots past it toward the opening, followed by Dalian. She's not going to attack. It is its turn. It is going to attack at you, Oka, but it fucking misses entirely. And I'll take another pot shot at you just for fun. Nope. That's a full-on miss. Which brings us back to Kyler. You whiz along slowly on your sad little ride.
Come on!
The captain, like, hugging you
Oh, yeah,
around
100%.
the midriff.
Kyler is getting frustrated with the speed at which they're moving. He's gonna try to stun gun it. He's seen what happened to robots recently. He's gonna try.
All right. I'm gonna have you make an attack. If you succeed, I'm gonna roll on the Be Nice dice.
Tight. Is this ranged combat? And
It is.
at close range, that's like a minus, right?
It's a minus, yeah, it's a minus 2.
Fuck, okay.
Yeah.
Oh yes, baby. Fuck it. I'll push to see if I get a critical. I don't get a crit, but I have 2 successes.
All right, 2 successes. Here we go. Be Nice dice. I'm rolling for each of your successes. The first one is a failure. The second is a failure. You don't. You zap it. You actually take a point of stress from the electricity.
That's
that
fine.
courses
Kyler's used
through.
to a little electro
Um,
play.
Yeah. Yeah, it does not go any faster. It also doesn't get broken
That's
though, which is a
great.
possible.
I
It's a
love that
possibility.
part of this exchange.
That's your turn. Hazel, it's your turn. There's 1 arm left.
I guess I'm just gonna go punch that one.
All right, go punch.
Punch. That is 3 successes for me.
All right.
Holy shit. All right, you punch the fuck out of it. It had 1 health left. You destroy it.
Yeah, punch.
All right, you punch.
Punch.
And you punch it to death. You all continue to run. You make your way through the labyrinthine corridors. You and Dan and Nimble, Nakiri, Oka, all of you. And you meet up with Kyler at the final turning point. And you can see down the hallway the light at the end of the tunnel. You see Coombs in the distance. You all run. And as you approach, a warning alarm starts to go off, and the door closes.
Fuck indeed.
What would you all like to do?
Can I try to electro punch the door? My shock hands?
Sure.
I don't know. Hazel doesn't know what else to do besides. I guess, is there a lock that I can try to pick?
There is a console as was set up for all. I'm gonna say in canon, Hazel just punches the door first.
Yeah.
And then remembers that all of the doors have panels that can be hacked.
I'm gonna go look at the panel and see if I can figure out how to pick the lock, as it were.
So, yes, with your skill,
Yeah.
you can use infiltration to attempt to unlock the door. Behind all of you while this is happening, the scuttling is getting louder and louder. And you turn, the captain actually turns and looks back and says, "Oh, shit." And you all look to see a tidal wave of spiders rolling towards you, just devouring everything.
No
in
pressure,
their
but we're
path.
about to become spider food.
Hazel, roll, please.
I'm gonna use my light point to make that from a partial to a critical success.
Yes.
Excellent. You do so. Hazel, you're typing away. The swarm is getting closer. They're almost upon you. And Nimble turns to you, Oka, and says, "Hey, could you do me a favor? Could you just, brace me for a second, please?"
Sure. I do so.
All right. She pulls up the massive fucking pressure wave gun that she found and aims it at the swarm and fires. I'm gonna need you to make a force check, Oka.
All right, let's do it.
She's gonna roll for attack first.
That is 2 successes.
All right. Nimble fires at the swarm, which blasts the front wave of them into the others, and those ones are quickly just devoured. You are able to keep her up, and she doesn't go flying. And at this moment, Hazel,
Yeah.
you get the door open.
Oh yeah.
Everybody through.
It slides open, and the lot of you tumble out to see the disaffected, bored as fuck guard looking down at you, and he says,
What the hell's going on?
Decommissioning.
Yep.
he looks in and sees the wave of spider bots and goes,
Should I close?
No,
yeah,
just leave it
if
open.
you can
That's fine.
lock
That's
it,
great.
it would be
No,
great
it's cool.
too.
Just leave it open. We don't. Yeah. Why would you need to do? Yeah, of course.
he presses a button and the door closes, and you have survived the
Jeez.
decommissioning of the ship.
Somehow, magically. Everyone have all their limbs that they started the adventure with? I
No,
meant
but I
the
have an extra one.
decommissioning adventure.
Oh yes.
Some of us have extra ones.
Yeah.
You look around, and there's a group of, people staring at you because you're in the middle of a spaceport, and you just sort of tumbled out, followed by a swarm of devouring spiders. And a calm slowly descends. And then, Kyler, Oka, Hazel, you see a familiar face. She's tall, dressed in all black, with an eye patch on. Her blonde hair is pulled into a tight ponytail.
Why is she here?
She walks up and she says, "What the hell is going on?" She addresses the captain, who, by the way, is in a bathrobe. And she says, Captain Tanner, Mr. Crocker has been waiting for updates from you for quite some time. What the hell is going on? This ship was supposed to be decommissioned 2 months ago, and yet, as I arrive, I see it in fine form. And the captain goes, yes, well, you see, I was under the influence of powerful hallucinogenics, and the ship was haunted. And she looks at him and goes, is that so? And then she turns and looks at all of you, and like a flash of recognition crosses her face, and she says, wait a minute. I know you. You were at the pit, weren't you?
Sorry, the what?
The pit down at Earth.
Haven't been to Earth in a while. How is it?
Is that a barbecue joint? I'm confused. Yeah, I don't.
She taps a button on her wrist communicator and says, guards. And a bunch of Union soldiers appear.
Wait a minute. We're working for Crocker.
Are you working for Crocker? Is that why you stole company property, broke out with a terrorist? Is that working
Kind
for
of.
Crocker?
I mean,
Or have I mistaken you with someone else? Because I really don't think I have.
well, I mean, Crocker put us on this mission. He knows everything. He'll tell you. Talk to him. Ring him up.
Really?
Yeah.
All right then.
What, just real quick, when I used that Telegram communicator, was I able to see what address it, like, beamed itself to?
No, it literally, you just like pressed a button, recorded a thing, and let
Okay.
it go.
Oh, your job's in jeopardy. Oh my God, this is.
She smiles coldly and says, my job's in jeopardy, is it? Well, let's find out about that. She pulls out a similar one to the kind that you used. She holds it up high, and a scanning wave comes out, sort of like a blue light orb. And she says, Mr. Crocker, I'm here at the space station Daedalus. I've found, A, that the old ship has yet to be fully dismantled, putting us highly behind schedule, and B, the interlopers from the pit, interestingly enough, are here. They say that they're working for you. Please respond. And she lets it go.
You might have to wait a day or two.
Yeah.
Oh, he's quite good at communicating. So, ship was haunted, is that right?
The long and short of it, yes.
We'll give the rest of the information to the person who hired us.
Yep.
That's a good call.
Right. Well then. A ping appears on her device, and she pops it open, and you see Charles Crocker in the office that you saw him in during your training video. It's this opulent mahogany wood, gold, bookshelf, like, old school capitalist
Sure.
office. A far cry from the space that you met him in the Spire. And he says, Strobridge, thank you for the update. I appreciate it. As for the captain, I see no reason that he shouldn't be immediately fired and restitution be paid to Crocker Industries for the amount of time over the contracted date. As for the other three, I've never met them before in my life.
Fucking.
Yep. Saw that one coming.
Of course.
Yep.
And the video ends, and she says, guards, kindly take them away. And the captain says, no, you have to understand. These three saved all of our lives. They are good people. Well, she did, cut off my ear. But apart from that, they are very good people. And she says, right. She cut off your ear while you were hallucinating the ghost. And she turns.
Well, how do you know about the ghost? Hold on.
You said the ship was haunted, did you not?
Yeah, we
Yes,
did
but
say that.
a haunting takes many forms. There's not just a ghost.
Oh my god.
You were
I cannot
very
even begin to-
particular. Miss Strobridge, you know what's going on here.
I don't. What I know is that you three have conned your way into Crocker Industries twice now. The first at the pit, where you allied yourself with terrorists.
They
stole
were tourists.
government
They were trying to get a
property.
good look at the pit, and
You know exactly what I said. She gets really close to you, Oka, and she says, "You may think yourself cute and funny. Let's see how funny you feel when they have you working in the labor camps for the rest of your lives." She
I
turns
mean, I'll
and
still be
walks
cute
away.
and funny.
She throws up a hand angrily and walks away. The guards begin to escort you along down a hallway.
How many guards are there?
There are 6 of them. They have automatic weapons.
Oh, okay.
They are, shall we say, they would, you get the sense that they might wipe the floor with you.
Okay, all right. Well, I won't even make. I figured as much.
just,
I love the very subtle, don't even try it, Oka.
yeah,
Comment
Yeah.
from GM
Yeah,
here.
yep.
Yeah.
I know when I can't push it.
yeah. That's
Like
a safe bet that they would eat you.
Okay.
You round a corner, and then all of a sudden, all of them get pings on their devices, and they stop, and one of them holds a hand up to their ear, and then goes,
Understood.
and they turn and start taking you in a different direction. You walk into a small room that has in its center something, Kyler, that you immediately recognize. A hard light projector. And they undo your cuffs, and then they close the door and leave.
Sorry, they escort us. What's this room look like again?
It's a small, empty room with a hard light projector in the center. And a moment later, the hard light projector flickers to life and
Yeah.
spreads its projections out across the room, and you find yourselves back in the room where you first met Crocker. And he stands in front of you and says, "Well, that could have happened a little bit better.
You don't say.
Yeah.
My apologies. I was not anticipating Strobridge to be there. Some communications occur outside of my purview, though I try to keep an eye on things. However, I feel that at this point I owe you an explanation."
Yeah, that'd be helpful.
That'd be nice, yeah.
I don't really care.
I know. I'm not Charles Crocker. And he takes a step forward, and his face begins to shift and meld.
Oh man.
And then standing in front of you is an AI.
Oh.
He has sort of a grill around his mouth and a single eye in the middle of his face and wings running off the back of his ears. If you need a reference point, it's the logo of our podcast.
Ah.
Oh.
And he says,
I apologize. I don't particularly like to engage in such miscommunications. But you see, a lot hangs in the balance. I am the Hopkins Autonomous Machine Intelligence System Mark II. You can call me Hans. It's a pleasure to meet you, officially.
Yep, it was me the whole time. But I know what you're thinking. Why does he sound so different there versus here? Well, it's simple. Don't your voice sound different in your own head? Anyway, our heroes survived the Daedalus station and defeated the treacherous Atherton. But what mysteries and adventures await them? Where will they go from here? You best stick around, because you will find out next time on Astronautica.